Hello. Hello and welcome to the first how to play on the channel The Way We Roll. My name is Rhett Davis and today I'll be walking you through Take 5. Take 5 is a great game. It's a game that is directly derived from 6 Nimmt. The only difference really is that Take 5 is made in English and is still able to be easily found, whereas 6 Nimmt is a bit harder to find these days. 6 Nimmt is a card game that was created in 1994 by Wolfgang Kramer. So Take 5 is a game in which you're trying to avoid getting cards. You'll start out with 10 for each round. This game can play 2 to 10 players. Everyone has a card hand size of 10 and everyone is playing cards down. Now normally whenever the game starts there are 4 cards put onto the board. This is sort of the playing area here. So for instance, these will all start over here on the far left, and everyone will have cards that they're playing from their hand. So let's say there's 5 people playing. You'll have each player putting down a card in which is to be contributed towards this board. So all at once, everyone puts down a card, and then all at once, everyone flips over their cards to reveal what they have. We have a 4, a 28, a 44, a 58, and a 69. Now 4 is lower than everything that is on the board. So what that means is they have to clear out a row and take the points that are on these cards. Each of these cards has a bull on it. These bulls are each worth 1 point. Once you've gotten to 66 points, the game is over. So 4 is lower than the lowest card on here, which is 49. So what that means is they have to clear out one of these 4 rows. Now, they can take 90 if they'd like to, but that card has 3 bulls on it, which means they're getting 3 points. And this game ends once someone has reached 66 points. And much like golf, it's the lowest score wins. So, ideally, this person will probably take either 72 or 49, up to them which one they take. So, for instance, let's say this person takes 49. Then they take this card and it goes into their scoring for the end of the round. Next card up is 28. It goes into whichever card row is closest to without going over. So for instance, it's not more than 72 or 90 or 85. 4 is technically the closest card. Then you have 44, which once again is closest to 28, goes there. And you have 58, which same thing. And then you have 69, which goes there as well. This will remain on the board until the next round. Next round, everyone does the same exact thing, plays another card from their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once everyone's ready, then they'll flip over their cards. And in this instance, we have the number 8, which once again is lower than everything on the board. So they'll choose a row to clear out. They'll probably choose 72 since it's the lowest scoring point. They'll take this card and this will be going towards their points. Next one is 24, which is closest to 8. It'll go there. Next one is 75. So, now 75 is closest to 69. So what that means is it is the 6th card in this row. And once a card has been placed as a 6th card in a row, they clear out the row. All of these points come to their hand and are points against them at the end of the round, which isn't a great round to have because it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points already from just one card being played. So that is fairly bad. So 75 will go there. Next one is 80, which will go there, and 81, which will go there. This continues until everyone has played all 10 cards in their hand. Once they've done that, most people will have a number of cards that have been won in the round. Once that round is over, then you do the exact same thing. You wipe the board, shuffle up all the cards, and deal 10 to each person until all the cards are laid out. And then once everyone has their 10 cards, then we flip over 4 new cards, and these cards become the new starting hand. So for instance, on this one, you start out with a 99, a 101, a 34, and a 56. Now the cards themselves only go up to 104. So it's something to keep in mind whenever playing the game. Any cards that have a double digit, such as 99, 88, 77, those are going to have more bulls on them. 55 is the biggest in the game, having 7. Once you've done all the rounds and someone has hit 66 points, once you've done all your scoring at the end of the round, that triggers the end of the game. Whoever has the lowest amount of points at that point wins. And that's how you play Take 5. So this game can be extremely stressful at times, and that's, I think, what makes it a fun game. So let me set up a situation. Let me show you how things can be stressful in this game. For instance, looking at this board here, you have an 88 here, in which you know that you have the number 90 card in your hand, and you know that, odds are that no one else is probably going to play this 89 that goes here. But sure enough, as you do, you play the 90, someone else does play the 89, and their card slides into this slot, and you are ended up being the 6th person to play on this row, taking all of these points. It's a bit of a game of gambling, and it's a bit of picking your moments, because while that might have seemed like a safe play, but because someone had the one card that could move you out of the position, it can change an entire round for you. Overall, that's how you play 6 Nimmt or Take 5. It's a great game, one of my all-time favorites, just because of how intense it can be and how easy it is to teach to people. It's one of the easier games in my collection, and it's one that anyone can play without much prior knowledge. All it takes is watching the numbers, and it's finding the right place to play cards. And while that might seem like a really easy thing to do, depending on what other players play, can really change up the way the game goes. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to play 6 Nimmt or Take 5. If you have any questions, please get in the comment section below. I'd love to hear any sort of memories you might have about the game, or fun things that have happened to you whenever playing this game. It's one that I have very fond memories of, and it's one that I've played hours and hours of. Anyways, hopefully this tutorial helped you out, and if you have any other questions, like I said, feel free to get in the comments section, or find us on Twitter at WayWeRollGaming. Like I said, we're going to be playing this game next. This will be our first game on the channel, and coming off that, we have many more fun games on the horizon, and I hope that you're there with us. And that's the way we roll.